Hey everyone, this is the Canon TS9521C. It is the all-in-one wireless crafting photo printer from Canon. It is currently $284 on Amazon. Best Buy also carries it, but it's cheaper on Amazon, or you can buy it directly from the Canon website. I received this as a Mother's Day gift, yes, y'all, back in May, and I'm just now getting a chance to get it open. I've been very busy. If you follow me on TikTok, then you saw me separate the bookshelf that it was on. I had them on a 5 shelf bookshelf from Target, and I had to separate it in order to make space for the new printer. So here I'm just opening it up. They did provide some sample paper in the package. I don't read the instructions, but I was pulling everything out just to see what was in here. So if you see me holding it towards the other view, I was also recording for TikTok. So I'm trying to get the hang of this recording. Guys, this printer was a little bit heavier than expected. Please don't pick your printer up by the plastic, because that could have went horribly wrong if I would have dropped this thing, and then I would have really been in here in tears. But it was slightly heavier than expected. It weighs probably about the same as the 15,000 that's by Epson. So if you have bad wrists or a bad back, allow someone else to do that part for you to get it out of the box, because like I said, it was a little heavy. But if you look over to the left, this is how my printers are set up now. So my laser printer is all the way at the bottom. Then it's just a regular EcoTank on the second shelf. The ET 15,000 that's on the top shelf. I converted over to EcoSolvent ink, and then that's just my Sawgrass printer that's next to it, which is sublimation. And then my first printer that started all of this, which is the black one. That's my love. That's right above the Sizzix. So this new printer is going right here in the middle. Right now, I'm just carefully trying to take all of the little orange tape off. It is packaged very well. I'm very grateful that Amazon did not tear this package up, because it shipped in its original package. And like I said, I am way past the returning point with Amazon, because it's been sitting in the corner since Mother's Day. But I'm very grateful for it, and I'm very happy. Life happens. Things get busy. Long as you get back to it, guys, that's all that matters. And my she shed is my happy place. So I try to get in here as often as I can. I also received a new camera for my birthday, so I have to figure that out as well. So you will definitely see some videos of that coming up. There was one piece holding the ink tank that was in the inside. So it was only one piece of the little tape in the inside. I didn't turn around. Oh, okay. Yes, I did. So this has the ink, and it also has the cord, the power supply in this little box. So these are the same inks that go into that black printer that's behind me as well. So that's awesome. At one point, I was trying to move away from the cartridges, because they can get kind of pricey, and I feel as though it's a little wasteful. But for me, Canon has a better print quality. So I really love the Canon printers. Canon does have a cartridge free printer. They have the Eco Tanks as well. I may look into getting one of those as well. But of course, at this point, instead of being the crazy cat lady, everyone thinks I'm the crazy printer lady. Because I do have another printer on my wish list. I want that DTF printer, and hopefully I will get one soon. Been watching a lot of videos, doing my little research. I am just plugging in the power supply on the back of the printer. This printer actually only took probably about 20 minutes to set up from out the box, download the software to my first print. Of course, I'm still new at editing videos, so I did not know how to speed this part up, but we are just adding it to its home. So this is the shelf that it will be on. And I'm just gonna push this cord to the back. So there is, I was trying to think of the little cord, the little Velcro straps for the cords to hold all the cords in place. Um, I have one behind here. You can't see it because the cords are all plugged up behind a futon that's in my craft area. So I was just plugging it in and making sure I had room to plug it in. I don't unplug my printers when I leave out of my craft space. So the printers and my computer stay on, and of course the little mini fridge. Everything else that is electronic or emits heat or anything is unplugged directly from the wall. I don't leave those items like the heat press, mug presses. I don't leave any of that stuff plugged in when I leave from out here, just to be cautious. So I unplug everything else. But the printers stay on. And then another feature of that Sawgrass printer is at the top. It is self-cleaning, which I love. So I don't have to come out here to try to print something every day or worry about the print head being clogged up. I've had that Sawgrass 500 for 3.5 years. Never had an issue out of it. It also has the bypass tray on the back of it. So if you are looking for a good sublimation printer, that Sawgrass is by far, I mean, I love it. It's the best. So right now, I don't think I turned the camera around when I walked over to the computer. I was looking to see what the website was because, of course, they have the QR codes now on most of the manuals. But of course, if I would have scanned it, then it would have opened up on my phone or the iPad. So what I did was I just went over to the computer and set that up. And now we are going to power this baby on. I am so happy, y'all. I'm like extremely happy. This printer prints cardstock that is a 12 by 12. So if you do paper crafts or do artwork that you want to print out or be able to print it at home, it does very well. So right now I am opening the ink. This one splattered everywhere. I don't know if y'all can see the ink that is on the floor, but once I pop that little orange protective piece off, the ink went everywhere. So I'm looking for a paper towel. I'm not trying to moon you guys. But I went ahead and got that up off the floor. But do y'all see above my head? I literally sat that open ink down on that piece of wood that's up there. So it's stained, but it's just going to add a little character to it. And of course, when you open the printer up to add the ink cartridges in, the little chassis moves over once you open it up, and then you'll be able to just pop all of them right in, and it's color coded. So it's very simple. It's not hard. And y'all, I'm gonna have to talk for 25 minutes for this whole video because I don't know how to speed this up. So y'all bear with me. I'm still learning. I'm gonna have this editing thing down packed by the end of the year. I owe it to myself to learn how to edit these videos. If you guys edit videos, what are some of the softwares or programs that you use to edit your videos? Currently, I'm editing on a iPad, and I think this is just the iMovie. So nothing fancy. And here, well, that's my little, I think it's called the Archon mount, because I'm also recording on my cell phone for TikTok. So, like I said, if you want to see the sped up version and my voice is driving you crazy, you can just head on over to my TikTok page. It is All Is One Designs as well. And you can watch this in probably 10 seconds, 10 or 15 seconds. So I'm popping those inks in. I probably should have put on gloves. The black one was the only one that went everywhere, but I do not like staining my hands when I'm trying to replace those inks. So I probably need to invest in some little vinyl gloves for when I'm replacing them. How many printers do y'all have? Y'all drop it in the comments if you have more than one printer. Or if you're watching this video or came to this video because you're looking for a new printer. And let me know. Because right now I have 6. And like I said, I am on the hunt and looking for my Christmas gift. And if I'm told no for this printer that I want for Christmas, I'm going to have a meltdown. I'm going to cry. So Santa better be good to me this year. Because I want a new DTF printer. I don't know. Well, I'm torn in between if I want the DTF printer or I want the Roland EcoSolvent printer. I'm really leaning towards the Roland because you can do shirts, stickers, posters, and everything else with that one printer versus DTF is strictly for iron-on items. So, like I said, I don't know if I want to be boxed into just having a printer that just does something for one thing. So, and y'all, here I am trying to give y'all a better view of the printer. So I moved it over to the table that you guys saw earlier that had the little rolling cart up under it. I also love rolling carts. So there will be another video coming soon of me putting another cart together too. Those carts come in handy, especially if you're in a small space. You can actually put the regular size eco tanks on those carts if you buy a cart topper. So if you have one of the carts from Michael's, limited on space, you can actually put the cart topper on top and place the printer on it. Now this one or like the Sawgrass, they will not fit in that space because they're way wider. So here I am just loading the paper to do the alignment check. It did give the option to do it later, but once I get busy, I won't remember. So I opted to go ahead and do it now. It didn't take that long. It just gives you all the little prompts. And of course, I like that the screen is big, so I don't have to squint to see it. And of course, it's touchscreen, which makes it much easier. You see me using my knuckle because I actually have acrylic nails on right now. I usually be done broke a couple of them, lifting stuff, moving boxes around in my craft space, but we're good for right now. Let's see. Let's see. I wonder if I can put music in these little spaces. I probably could. So, y'all, if y'all hear me talking to myself, I am, like I said, I'm just trying to figure this thing out. And I was trying to edit this video so it could be like a 10-minute video versus being a 25-minute video. But it didn't work out like that. And then, look, I figured out how to speed it up towards the end, but I don't want to go back and adjust the audio. So, we're going to run with it. If y'all make it to the end of this video, please give me a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the channel. This is going to be a very interesting journey. I plan on posting more content to YouTube. I post a lot of videos on TikTok, crafting videos, unboxing videos for craft supplies, especially things that I find on Temu. But I want to be more active on YouTube because, of course, you can record longer. But like I said, my editing skills are not where they want to be at just yet. So I'm going to get there. And if you be patient, you can enjoy the journey with us and we can learn from each other. Um, I just love the crafting community. I've met some awesome people um, through social media, just through crafting. It's just amazing how crafting can bring people together. So I look forward. And if you guys have a YouTube channel, if you drop it below, I will give you a follow if I'm not already following you. Because, like I said, I watch YouTube videos and tutorials all the time, and I just think there are some amazing people out here that are so talented. Um, I'm a mental health counselor by day and crafter slash small business owner by any free time that I find. So sometimes work and my family takes me away from crafting, but that's okay. I always find my way back to crafting. So right now the printer is just doing the alignment check. It did take 2 pages to do the alignment check. It was kind of different though, because normally with alignments you have to scan it, but you didn't with this one, so that was interesting. Um, with this cardstock that's in my hand, it came from Michaels. Guys, if you are paper crafters or you just like paper in your craft room, Michaels is having an awesome sale on their craft paper. This is a 25 pack of the 12 by 12 cardstock. I think it's 65 pounds. I'll have to double check that. But this is a 12 by 12, and that is one of the reasons that I wanted this particular printer because of the sizes that it can print. So, of course, right now, what they say, this is where reading the instructions would have been handy because y'all see me just trying to shove this paper back here because, of course, that's what the screen said. But I'm like, why is it not going down here? It was almost like something was blocking it. So, of course, guess what? I didn't pull the little, and I was about to just snatch that all the way off. So, like I said, y'all read the instruction manuals. Don't do what you just saw me do because I almost pulled that little piece straight on out the back. So, the paper tray on the back holds the 12 by 12 sheets. And, of course, the standard sheets go into the cassette tray. So here I am just selecting the paper size and what type of paper it is. Also, when you are going to print, also make sure that your printer settings that you're printing with match what's on your printer because these Canon printers are a real stickler for that. So if you say it's 12 by 12, but you put plain paper and you've already set the paper on the printer for 12 by 12 cardstock, it's going to give you a little error code. So just make sure that they both match. And it printed out really fast. So I am happy so far with the printer. And of course, I'll check back in and let you guys know in a couple months if I'm still in love with this printer. And hopefully I will be posting more content using this printer. I did see some Beauty and the Beast things that I wanted to print off. I'm thinking about redoing my downstairs bathroom with a Beauty and the Beast theme. So I love Beauty and the Beast and hot tea. So now you guys know 2 things about me. And when I sent the print job to the printer, I had to go back to the computer. I didn't turn the camera back around. I had to go back to the computer to change those settings. And I just picked just a random image that was in my downloads to print off to see how nice this new Canon craft printer is going to do for us. And now just print. I also like that on the little display screen, it tells you about the ink versus, sometimes when you go to print and it doesn't display how much ink is in there, you print and then you're like, oh no, it's spotchy, it's missing colors, and everything above. So you see it feeding down through the back of the printer. I don't know if you guys are paying attention to that little part or y'all are just like, I wish she'd be quiet and play music. I'm going to figure that out too. So moving forward, I will not talk the entire video, guys. But I do appreciate you staying and hanging out with me while I'm figuring this thing out. And I'm so impatient. I was literally looking up under the little display thing to see if I could see how the image was printing out. So, like I said, it's a shoe image. I'm trying to think, where did this image come from? I did not create this design that is printing out. I like to give credit where credit is due, but honestly, I don't even remember where I downloaded this from right now. So I do apologize to the artist that created this design because I can't give you your credit because I don't recall where I downloaded this from. But yes, do y'all see it? It's peeking out. Do you see how vibrant the colors are? So yay, exciting. So now I can print 12 by 12. I don't know what the smallest print size is for this printer just yet, but we'll figure that out. Also, it's linked in my Amazon storefront. So if you go back out and click the Linktree at the top, and you click Amazon storefront, you'll find the printer. You'll actually find all of the printers that I have there. So if you wanted to purchase the printer, or you can go back to the beginning, screenshot it right here and zoom in on the numbers that's on the printer, or just type in Canon craft printer, it should pop right up. But look at this, it is gorgeous. And then you can frame these, like you can print them out and frame them. So I am very satisfied and happy, guys, at how this print turned out. Look at it. And this is all the stuff that was in there. They did give you some sample paper with the printer.